All is fair in love and war. Shakespeare must have had this in mind when writing classic comedy and Midsummer Night's Dream. If you think you have a complicated love life, you haven't seen the chaos caused when a fairy king tries to play love doctor for a group of Athenian youths caught up in a love quadrangle that's messier than a soap opera. There's love potion flying around, crazy dad, an ex who doesn't take the hint, a bunch of jokers, and romance. Without further ado, I present to you Shakespeare classic comedy A Midsummer Night's Dream, where love is blind, magic is chaotic, and everyone's pretty much just dreaming. The story takes place in ancient Athens. Theseus, the Duke of Athens, is planning his wedding like it's the Met Gala. He's impatient for his union with Hippolyta, the queen of the Amazon. No, not the one you're thinking. Fun fact, he won her in battle. Romantic, right? Their wedding is set to take place in 4 days, but the party planning is interrupted by Ensues, a rich dad with serious control issues. Ensues come in with his daughter Hermia and 2 men, Lysander and Demetrius. Who are these people and what's so important to interrupt the royal wedding Met Gala planning? Well, here's the tea. Lysander and Hermia are in love. Demetrius also loves Hermia. Classic love triangle. 8 years, Hermia's father wants her to get married to Demetrius and is convinced Lysander deceives her with love poems, serenade, and sweetmeats. One would wonder why Demetrius didn't just try his luck with that approach instead of being a spoiled daddy's boy. Aegis demands Theseus enforce the Athenian law. Either Hermia marries Demetrius or dies. Yikes. Theseus offers a third option. She could become a nun for the rest of her life if she does not succumb to the wishes of her father, and he give her to his wedding to decide. Still not great for a young girl in love. Hermia is not thrilled by death or nunnery, and she plans to elope with Lysander through the woods because, obviously, that's the safest place for lovers in a Shakespeare play. Well, here's where the triangle turns into a quadrangle. Helena, Hermia's BFF, is Demetrius' ex, and she's still crazy in love with the boy, even though he loves Hermia now. Helena does not get the memo. She goes to complain to her friend Hermia about the lack of love she gets from Demetrius. Hermia and Lysander tells Helena of their little elopement plan to calm her down, and she, in her infinite wisdom, snitches to Demetrius, hoping he'll fall in love with her. Spoiler, he does not. Demetrius goes after the lover. Helena, clearly delusional, follows him into the woods. In another part of Athens, a bunch of dudes led by a guy named Peter Queens are planning to perform a play to honor the royal wedding. A guy named Bottom, smart name for a smart guy, is so excited about the play, he wants to play all the parts. The night in particular is Midsummer's Eve, a time of mischief and excitement for the fairies that lives in the wood. Oberon, the fairy king, and Titania, the fairy queen, are beefing over a changeling Indian boy. A changeling is a child stolen in exchange with a fairy baby. Titania claims that the boy's mother was her friend and that she had died in childbirth. Oberon is hearing none of that as he wants the boy to be his servant. In a quest to get the boy and humiliate Titania, he decides to prank her, and so he asks Robin Goodfellow, his mischief-loving fairy henchman, mostly referred to as Puck, to fetch a magic love flower whose juice could make a person fall in love with the first creature they see. He plans to make Titania fall in love with the first disgusting creature she sees when she wakes up. Puck goes in search for the flower, and Oberon witnesses Helena's pathetic attempt to make Demetrius forget Hermia and fall for her, which is mostly just sad. Oberon feels sorry for her and decides she needs help. So he asks Puck to use the flower's love juice to make Demetrius fall in love with Helena while he goes out to carry out his glorified prank. Meanwhile, Lysander and Hermia have fallen asleep in the woods. Puck comes in, sees Lysander, and mistakes him for the Athenian boy Oberon was talking about, and so he pours the love juice into Lysander's eye. He goes off, sees the guys practicing for the play, and he turns Bottom head into that of an ass. This terrifies his friends, and they flee. Bottom, not knowing his head is that of a donkey and feeling his weird musical era, starts to sing and wakes up Titania. Under the spell, she falls head over heels for him. She serenades him, pampers him with fairy servant, and declares eternal devotion, all while he's rocking donkey's ears. Back to the lovers. Helena sees Lysander and wakes him to check if he is asleep or dead. He immediately falls in love with her. Now Lysander is chasing Helena, who's running from him. Hermia wakes up to find her man missing. She sees Demetrius and accuses him of foul play. Demetrius, obviously tired of all the crazy eggs and false accusations, falls asleep. Oberon, in an attempt to fix the crisis, pours the love juice into Demetrius' eyes. Helena wakes Demetrius while running from Lysander. He sees her and also falls in love with her. Now Demetrius and Lysander are in love with Helena. Hey, maybe the illusion isn't so bad after all. Helena is not buying this as she thinks they are mocking her, and soon enough when Hermia shows up, she thinks she's in on the joke. Hermia is not pleased with Lysander pining over Helena, and she accuses her of stealing her man and tries to attack her. Oberon, seeing the mess Puck have created, ordered Puck to fix it while he go fix Titania. Lysander and Demetrius decide to do for Helena's love because what's a Shakespeare play without some sword waving? Puck lured them around the forest in a fog until they collapsed from exhaustion. He then administered the antidote to Lysander. Oberon gets the boy from Titania and lifts her spell. She thinks her love for Boredom was all a dream. In fact, by the time everyone is awake, they all thought the night was a dream. Titania, Lysander, Hermia, Demetrius, Helena, and Boredom. The next morning, which is the day Hermia is supposed to decide her fate and also the Duke and Duchess' wedding, everything is fixed. Lysander is in love with Hermia, Demetrius and Helena in love, and Theseus declares that everybody gets married. Boredom meets up with his friend just in time to perform the play at the wedding. The play turned out hilariously bad. The tragedy turned out to be good comedy for the audience, and Hippolyta is slightly uncomfortable, but hey, everyone is happy. Not unless I just got an aspiring day. Puck ends the play and is like, if this is too weird, pretend it was a dream. The end. Hey, please subscribe to What Makes a Classic. I tell timeless tale, both old and new, in a way that resonates with modern society and modern life. Comment down your thoughts on the Midsummer Night's Dream. Adieu.